He's lagging far behind Hillary Clinton in a recent poll of possible Democratic presidential contenders, but don't count out Vice President Joe Biden just yet. Speaking out in an interview airing today, Biden seems very interested, saying, quote, "There may be reasons I don't run, but there's no obvious reason for me why I think I should not run." And when asked about a time frame of any kind of announcement, he said, quote, "Probably realistically, a year this summer." Alan Colmes is the host of The Alan Colmes Show. Mike Gallagher, a syndicated radio host. Both are Fox News contributors. All right, Alan, you're a Democrat. You want to see Joe Biden run?
Well, I happen to vote Democratic.
Okay.
I had nowhere else to go.
All right. However you label yourself.
Well, one's a party, one's a way of thinking. Go ahead. Okay.
Do you want to see Joe Biden, a Democrat and a liberal, run for president?
Yeah, why not? Should only Hillary run? The more the merrier. Let there be a real contest and let the best of the pack win. Absolutely.
Mike? Can I pray here on The Real Story with Gretchen Carlson? Dear Lord, please let Joe Biden be the candidate. Please, God. Please let the crazy uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. Please let him run. Listen, this would be the best thing. I may donate to his campaign. I may start stumping for him.
Make a deal. He runs, and so does Ted Cruz, and we have that.
Hey, okay. I'll take that show.
Hey, that is a pretty good matchup there.
Right.
But let me ask you this, Alan, because the Secretary Gates book, of course, just recently came out, and probably the worst criticism in the entire book was about Vice President Joe Biden. In fact, Gates said that Biden was wrong on every foreign policy decision.
Look,
that's what he was known for.
Gates is a Republican. Gates is a holdover from the Bush administration. I'm not surprised. So therefore, Joe Biden should not run for president because Gates doesn't agree with him on stuff?
Here's why I'm asking that question. Because if you're Hillary Clinton right now, you're already putting together your ads with those quotes in it about Biden.
It does. Let me tell you why.
That was directed at me. If I could just respond.
You've been responding. Let me get in here with Secretary Gates. It matters. It matters because Joe Biden's the only guy in the room who didn't want to get Osama bin Laden that night. And that's a hard thing. That's what Secretary Gates pointed out to me a couple weeks ago on my radio show. He has been wrong on every foreign policy issue. But listen, this is why he's a great candidate. Politically speaking, as a Republican and a conservative, praying for Joe Biden. It would be a disaster for the Democrats.
All right, Alan, your turn.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Am I interrupting? No. Am I interrupting? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What about Hillary Clinton possibly making commercials already about what Gates said about Biden? That's the way it works in primaries.
Yeah, of course. Look, there's not going to be a contest on the right between the Tea Party Republicans and the mainstream establishment Republicans who can't stand each other.
Of course, but I'm asking you right now about this one.
But I mean, this is divide and conquer. You people on the right love to play divide and conquer. Oh my God! Look how Hillary's going to go after Joe. Joe's going to go after Hillary. They're going to beat each other up. They're going to have ads against each other.
Mike's acknowledged that that's going to happen on the Republican side.
Of course, it's going to happen. Yes, of course, that's what's going to happen.
But
absolutely.
It'll be particularly ugly because Hillary. Listen, she's got to try to run from Benghazi. That'll be tough.
Benghazi, please bring up Benghazi every minute of every day. Please do that.
And Joe Biden's got to run from the fact that he didn't want to go after Osama bin Laden that night.
Right.
Very tough.
Where does House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi fit into all of this? Well, she's saying President Obama's low approval ratings won't drag down Democrats up for re-election. No, I thought we were going to hear her say it. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much. You were going to pray for that? No, but basically
I'll pray again.
That's what she said.
Please let Democrats think that Obama won't pull them down on the ticket. Are you kidding me? Obamacare, 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 Obamacare. That's all Republicans have to do. And now that Boehner is backing off of immigration reform, that's the best news politically for the Republican Party.
Does she have to say that, Alan? Does she have to say that as House Minority Leader?
No, she doesn't have to say it, but she should say it. And I would welcome running, and they should run on the Affordable Care Act. Good. They should run on immigration that Boehner refuses to work on. You know why? Because it's going to hurt them in 2014. That is why he refuses to do anything about immigration now.
But wisely, immigration's getting pulled off the table because all Republicans have to do is run on Obamacare. Every day there's more disastrous news about, even AOL is saying we're going to have to cut back on our benefits because of Obamacare.
Republicans are going to have to come up with actually an agenda of their own. All they've done for the last 5 years is run against stuff. That hasn't worked out very well for them. They have to be for something.
But it'll work this year. This year, being against Obamacare will work.
Great points from both of you. A good way to be on a Friday. Thanks for being here. Guess what? We have to go to